Police impose her charge with murder and wounding with intent. St. Catherine, Jamaica, a man who was among a group posing as a police officer has been charged with the murder of a woman they allegedly killed in her home in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Monday, May 2. The deceased has been identified as 30-year-old Shawnette White. Charged with her murder is 24-year-old Roy Samuels, otherwise called Baga, a laborer of Old Harbour in the community. Samuels is also charged with wounding with intent in relation to the incident. Reports are that about 1 a.m. Samuels, along with another man posing as a police officer, went to the home of the now deceased and ordered her to open the door. It is alleged that White opened the door and was greeted with gunshots. She died on the spot. The men then reportedly entered the house and shot another occupants before escaping in the area. The police said Bigger was picked up by the police during a target operation in the parish on Sunday, June 19, and was subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. Mother and child seriously injured in St. James' two vehicle crash. A mother and her child were among 4 persons who were injured in a two-vehicle crash along the Spring Gardens main road in St. James this morning. The injuries sustained by the mother and her child are said to be serious. They are now hospitalized. Police report that shortly after 9 o'clock, the woman and her child were traveling in a white Toyota motor car being driven by her boyfriend from the direction of Sandy Bay in Hanover. On reaching a section of the Spring Gardens main road, he reportedly attempted to overtake a line of traffic and collided with a Toyota pickup truck, which was traveling from the direction of Montego Bay towards Negril. The impact caused the motor car to flip over and land on its roof in bushes while the truck crashed into a ditch. Both vehicles were extensively damaged. The mother and her child, who sustained serious injuries, were rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital. The woman's boyfriend and the driver of the pickup truck escaped with minor injuries. St. James driver charged with rape. St. James, Jamaica. The St. James police have charged 36-year-old Dwayne Cunningham, a driver of Adelphi in the parish, with rape stemming from an incident that occurred on Barnett Street on Friday, June 24th. Police reported that the woman boarded a taxi and the driver advised her that he was waiting on someone else who would leave work at 8 p.m. The woman agreed to wait. Cunningham allegedly drove into a dark area at the gas station and raped her. A report was made to the police and the woman was medically examined. On Sunday, June 26, Cunningham reported to the police station and was identified by the woman. He was then arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. Police impose her charge with murder and wounding with intent. St. Catherine, Jamaica, a man who was among a group posing as a police officer has been charged with the murder of a woman they allegedly killed in her home in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Monday, May 2. The deceased has been identified as 30-year-old Shawnette White. Charged with her murder is 24-year-old Roy Samuels, otherwise called Baga, a laborer of Old Harbour in the community. Samuels is also charged with wounding with intent in relation to the incident. Reports are that about 1 a.m. Samuels, along with another man posing as a police officer, went to the home of the now deceased and ordered her to open the door. It is alleged that White opened the door and was greeted with gunshots. She died on the spot. The men then reportedly entered the house and shot another occupants before escaping in the area. The police said Bigger was picked up by the police during a target operation in the parish on Sunday, June 19, and was subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. Teen boy murdered in Westmoreland. A 17-year-old Westmoreland boy was gunned down in the hail of bullets early this morning. Jair Francis, otherwise called Jay, of Ricketts Street in Savannah, Lamar, was discovered with multiple gunshot wounds in a yard along Ricketts Avenue. Residents reported that about 3 a.m. they heard a barrage of gunshots coming from a direction of a yard along Ricketts Avenue. The police were called to the area. The team that responded discovered Francis beside a house lying in a pool of blood with multiple gunshot wounds to his upper body. The scene was processed and the body was removed to the morgue for a post-mortem. Trelawney mother and sons charged over gun seizure. A Trelawney mother and her sons have been charged in relation to the seizure of an illegal gun at their house on Tuesday. Charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition are 23-year-old Tariq Gale, 20-year-old Trey Gale, and 58-year-old Beverly Barrett, all of Kettering in Duncans. The police reported that a team was on operation in the area when a premises occupied by Barrett and her sons were searched and the firearm and ammunition were found. All three were taken into custody and were subsequently charged. Their court date is being finalized. Gun attack at Clarendon shop leaves one dead, two hospitalized. 3 persons were shot, one fatally, at a shop in Sandy Bay, Clarendon last night. The deceased has been identified as 26-year-old Dwayne Miller, also known as Whisker. Reports from the Mabin police are that about 9:30 p.m., Miller was among a group of men at a corner shop when 2 men on foot approached and opened fire, hitting him. The attacker then fled. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, the men were discovered suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where Miller was pronounced dead and the other men admitted for treatment. Police sources say intelligence has revealed that the attack stemmed from an ongoing feud. Miller was gunned down hours after the brazen morning murder of 27-year-old Jermaine Blackstock in the community of Riches in northern Clarendon. R&B star R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison Wednesday for using the Superdome to subject young fans, some just children, to systemic sexual abuse. The singer and songwriter 55 was convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking last year at a trial that gave voices to accusers who had once wondered if their stories were being ignored because they were black women. U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly imposed a sentence after hearing from several survivors who attested how Kelly's exploitation reverberated across their lives. "You made me do things that broke my spirit. I literally wish I would die because of how low you made me feel," said one unnamed survivor, directly addressing a Kelly who kept his hand folded and his eye downcast. "Do you remember that?" Vybz Kartel shares proud moment of youngest son Akon Dunn graduating. Akon Dunn, the youngest son of Vybz Kartel, has graduated and will now be on his way to high school. Beaming with pride, the incarcerated DJ posted a few photos to his Instagram page showing his son graduating from the Stella Maris Preparatory School. The caption reads, "Congratulations, my G," at World Boss Junior High School settings. In one of the photos, Akon Dunn boasted a big smile as a woman handed him a certificate of achievement that has the word imprinted, "Good Citizenship." Akon Dunn is the youngest son of the music prodigy Vybz Kartel. He is a multifaceted youngster who plays the piano and is also the owner and the producer of a record label. He has produced his singles such as Private Message by Vybz Kartel and Spice and Daddy Was a Pilot by his brother and older brothers.